So we're going to talk about the different ways that routers connect information from links to links. But before we do any of that, we're going to talk about Sizzles. So Sizzles is a place in Ellicott where you can order food almost any time of day. They're open incredibly early to incredibly late. And at Sizzles, the way that works, like most places, you order your food and you get a receipt. And on your receipt, it will tell you what you ordered. So let's say you ordered a egg and cheese. And on your order ticket, there'll be some number. And that number is your order based on what other people ordered, like when yours is going to come. So if you ordered something and then someone else ordered something else, it will also go in line for the chef. This way they know when to make them. Let's say someone else got pancakes. Or it's $13.82. So these tickets, or what we're going to call packets that a router works with, are being printed out and given to the chef so they know what to make and when to make it. But if you, let's say, get into a situation where the chef has so many orders that he or she doesn't know what to do with them, like you have eggs and cheese, pancakes, a burger, a salad, or wings. And at this point, the chef is like, all right, I can't have any more of this. There's so many orders, there's only one of me, I can't deal with all this information. What am I going to do? So right now he's asking himself, do I cut off this last order if I get another one? So someone else orders an egg and cheese. And they would be numbered, let's say, $13.86. Let's say someone else orders this egg and cheese, but he only has room to deal with this many orders. So is he going to take this order and just cut out another one, or how is he going to process this order because he doesn't have room to hold what it is? So what happens here, if this were a router, you would be in a situation where you're deciding whether to drop tail or drop head. That's the terminology. Drop head and drop tail. So these are two different methods that routers find a way to deal with buffering when they have extra information. So if they were to drop head, what would happen is you would take this new order that's coming in and you would cut off your first order on the queue. So that means that this person who ordered their egg and cheese first is being cut out, and this new egg and cheese is taking his place, and that order is going to be processed first. And you're probably thinking, that's so unfair to this guy who orders egg and cheese because he's waiting the longest because he has the earliest number, 1381, opposed to this guy who just ordered wings. But there are positives and negatives to doing this. For example, if you were to cut that out, then this person who ordered the egg and cheese gets a signal much faster that that's being cut out. So they'd be like, hey sir, your egg and cheese is being processed because we have too many to do, and that's the first guy to know. So if you drop head, what happens is the signal goes faster. Let people know there is a buffer. And dropping head certainly isn't the fairest way to do this because you're making someone who is waiting the most time just get their order cut out. But if you do drop tail, instead of cutting this guy out, you're cutting out the last guy and throwing this order over here. It's called dropping tail. And obviously this is more fair because this guy's waiting the least, so you just throw it in someone else. But in this situation, the signal goes slower to let people know there is a buffer. Because the way that the router deals with it is it only has the links coming in go out faster based on what comes in faster. So if this is at the back of the queue, it's not going to have time, or it takes more time to talk to them and let them know that there is a buffer. So oftentimes, or the way it works is if you end up doing drop tail, which is one method of doing it, you will have many more drop packets because people will keep sending in packets and packets, not knowing there's a buffer. But if you drop head, then the information is relayed that there is a buffer, and the users will stop sending packets as often, so you'll have less package drop. But in a situation like Sizzles, you might happen to know the guy who's the chef behind there, and he might happen to do one of these and switch an order or something like that, so we can put yours ahead of there. Unfortunately, we don't know how to really program the routers to do this, but there are people who could interfere with it that'll make something like that happen. Yeah.